We have different views sometimes, but that's my husband, you know?
As Kim Kardashian and Kanye West continue to face rumors of marital troubles, a source tells ET that the reality star is extremely stressed out.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. These two were a couple that no one saw coming in their own right, and then when they got married, it was very much a case of how long is this actually going to last? And then that turned into what is going on with Kanye? Which brings us to now, because in the month that we are currently in, the rumors are swarming more and more that Kim and Kanye are going to get divorced, and yet there is one sticking point that might stop them from having a smooth divorce like one of them plans. Allow us to show you why Kim Kardashian might lose custody of Northwest. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 7. The current situation.
There's been a lot of speculation over the past couple of months about how Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's divorce will play out. The fans are wondering what will happen to Kim and Kanye's dream mansion in Calabasas, how will they divide their $2.7 billion worth of assets, and most importantly, who will get the custody of their 4 children, North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm.
So where are we exactly with the divorce of Kim and Kanye? Well, it honestly depends on who you ask, because ever since the beginning of January, the divorce has been imminent, and yet when you look at where they are right now, nothing seems to be progressing. There have been all sorts of reports of what will happen and what won't happen, and how things are progressing ever so slowly towards the inevitable divorce between these two. And yet, nothing definitive has happened yet. But the biggest pieces of news as of late were how Kim K took her kids on a vacation, because of course she would do that during a pandemic, and that she was wearing her husband's shoes while posing in a bikini. So take that as you will. And also it was said that Kanye was moving certain parts of his stuff out of their shared mansion. Not a full move out, mind you, but something close enough. So while these are moves, they're not exactly the moves that people are expecting, but we may now know why this might be. Number 6. The custody battle.
According to the tabloids, Kim K has already hired a uber-famous and successful Hollywood attorney and is planning on getting the most out of her divorce. But when it comes to her prized possessions, the reality TV queen is ready to battle her ex-husband for primary custody of her 4 children.
Because according to certain insiders, one of the biggest things that Kim Kardashian wants in this particular divorce of hers, unlike a certain infamous divorce and a past infamous marriage, is to go through it as smoothly and painlessly as possible. Which is kind of funny to say considering that it's a divorce, but that's what you get with the Kardashians. Specifically, she wants to have an agreement with Kanye that they signed before they divorce. Not a prenup, but something more definitive in terms of divorce agreements and such. This is actually rather smart, but there is a snag in the plan: custody of the kids. Kim has made it clear that she wants full custody, so if Kanye tries to fight her on that, the custody battle will be brutal, the Sun report claims. But don't think for one second that it's only Kim who has plans for their children, because Kanye absolutely has some too. Kanye has plans for the family to have a compound, a source told Hollywood Life. It's outside of LA in the desert somewhere, and he's absolutely done with living in LA and feels everyone and everything is fake. Gee, doesn't that just sound lovely? Oh, it doesn't? Yeah, because it's totally not. Ironically, this is a big change from the previous reports of the divorce from February that stated that Kanye wanted to move the entire family to his home in Wyoming so they could have more of an unplugged life and not be surrounded by the hustle and bustle of California life. Of course, Kim K isn't partial to either plan because she loves LA. It's where she grew up, it's where her friends and family are, and she definitely doesn't want to spend time in a compound. So given that these two have very different ideas for what their families should do with their lives, that leaves us with Number 5, a war for the children.
Anyway, I changed my mind, and my mind is they should get a divorce, and I'm gonna tell you why. A real divorce. Okay. It's going to be eventually very embarrassing to the children. When they grow up, you know, they're not gonna be this small all the time. Children wanna know at least that their parents know how to conduct themselves in sort of a decent manner with each other, regardless of what the public thinks, in a decent manner.
This is where things will get tricky, because custody of the children is a very big deal no matter who you are, and arguably one of the most important elements of a divorce between parents. Kim, as the source noted, wants full custody, but Kanye isn't about to let go of his kids just because Kim says so. If you recall his infamous campaign in 2020, he called out his mother-in-law for trying to keep his children away from him and so on. Kim K and Kris Jenner both denied this and were appalled by the accusation, but what this really shows is that when Kanye has his mind set on something, he's going to act on it. And as that other source says, his mind is set on him bringing his kids into that compound in the desert so that they can go and have a real life and not a fake one. Which is curious for sure, and we're not sure how that would go over in a courtroom, so let's just ask the question. Number 4, is there any chance Kanye can actually win this?
Ye said, quote, Kim was trying to fly to Wyoming with a doctor to lock me up like the movie Get Out because I cried about saving my daughter's life yesterday. And more recently, Kanye took to Twitter to claim that he's been trying to get a divorce from Kim ever since 2018 when she first met Meek Mill about prison reform.
That is a question that some of you might not take seriously, but you should, because while Kanye hasn't been the most stable person ever, especially in recent months and years, that doesn't mean that he can't make a case for keeping his kids. Or like our video title stated, he could make a case to get to keep full custody of some of the kids while sharing the rest with Kim, including quite possibly his oldest, North, whom he could argue has the closest connection with. In truth, a lot of it will depend on the various elements presented and the judge presiding. So while it may seem ludicrous right now that Kanye would get any custody of his kids, you just never know. Number 3, Valentine's Day.
People Mag reports the reality star is planning to spend Valentine's Day with her kids and not her husband. The site says Kim is doing great and has a special celebration planned for her kids and family, but she doesn't have any contact with Kanye.
But let's look now to recent events, like how Kim is cementing how she's ready to move on from Kanye. A source tells people that Kim plans to spend Valentine's Day with her and Kanye's kids and continues to have no contact with her estranged husband amid their reported pre-divorce proceedings. Kim is great, the source said. She has a Valentine's Day celebration planned with her kids and family. She likes to make it special for the kids. She doesn't have any contact with Kanye. It's obvious that she is just focused on the future. A good move on all counts, as the future is where she clearly wants to be. And yet when you really think about it, there's a certain move that she's intentionally dragging on. Number 2, how to announce a divorce.
Kim posted a photo on Instagram on December 22nd, posed in the snow during her family's Lake Tahoe vacation, not only without Kanye, but without her wedding ring.
Because believe it or not, Kim is technically ready right now to file for divorce. There's just one thing she wants to have happen first. Kim Kardashian, a source told People, has a divorce plan in place and will file when she is ready. But she likely won't submit paperwork until her family's reality show, Keeping Up With The Kardashians, airs, as her and West's marriage breakdown is featured prominently as a storyline. The source said her issues with Kanye are a big part of the final season of Keeping Up With The Kardashians. The source added that the Kardashian will likely file for divorce when the season has aired. The season premiere is March 18th, so it could be weeks until Kardashian makes the split official. Kanye West may not wait that long though, E! Was told. A source said that Kanye is also completely done with the marriage and is moving on. He doesn't care what Kim's priorities are with holding off on a divorce announcement. He will file before she's ready if he has to. He wants the divorce just as much as Kim does. Now, some may question our previous line about Kim wanting to hold off the divorce because she wants to put a spotlight on it, but in fact, that's how she's handled this in the past. When she did her much maligned divorce from former NBA player Chris Humphries, she actually reshot certain scenes in the show to make it seem like he was the reason for the divorce and not her, and she didn't want to divorce him, but various acts by him made her do it. Fast forward to now, and it's very likely that Kim wants everything to air before the divorce so that she has all the sympathy in the world and the goodwill of the people before doing it, so that this doesn't seem like a repeat of last time, where she and her family took a big hit in credibility due to what she did. In other words, it's a publicity stunt, and that is a textbook Kardashian move, whether they want to admit it or not. Number 1, so where do things go from here?
An insider revealed that there's no drama between Kanye and the Kardashian Jenners. According to the source, everyone is amicable and fully aligned when it comes to the kids. There is no drama or contentious relationship at all between Kanye and the extended family.
That is the question that many people want answered, because despite Kim K's best attempts to prevent this, her divorce to Kanye, real or imminent, is becoming a circus. Both sides are claiming that they're done, and yet the divorce hasn't even been filed yet. Instead, it's just being delayed and dragged out as certain matters are worked out, or in Kim's case, her show comes out and paints her as a victim. So what happens next? We'll have to wait and see what they do. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the various elements to both the divorce and the custody battle for Kim Kardashian and Kanye West? Do you think that the fight for the custody of their kids could envelop all of 2021? Do Do you think that this might just be what forces them to work things out? Or do you think certain compromises will have to be made to please both sides? Let us know in the comments below, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.